What if the worst day of your life is actually the day that saves you? What if failure is not the end of your story, but the beginning of your strength? The letter came at midnight. The whole village was asleep, only the sound of insects and the soft wind moving through the fields. A small lantern burned outside a mud house. The postman stopped his bicycle. "James," he called gently. James stepped outside, barefoot. His heart was beating fast, very fast. For 3 years, he had waited for this moment. 3 years of walking miles to the town school. 3 years of studying under a weak oil lamp. 3 years of dreaming about one thing: passing the royal examination. One letter would decide everything. He held the envelope in his hands. It felt light, too light. Why does something so small feel so heavy? For a moment, he didn't open it, because as long as it was closed, hope was alive. But once he opened it, there would be no turning back. He tore it slowly. His eyes moved across the page. Then they stopped. Not qualified. The wind grew stronger. The lantern flame shook. James read it again. Maybe his eyes were tired. Maybe the paper was wrong. Maybe life had made a mistake. It hadn't. He had failed. The next morning, the village looked normal. Roosters crowed. Cows walked slowly to the fields. Women carried water from the well. Nothing had changed, except James. He walked beside his father, cutting dry crops. After a long silence, his father asked, "Well?" James looked down. "I failed." His father stopped for a moment, then continued working. "We still have crops to cut." No anger, no comfort, just truth. And that silence felt heavier than words. Days passed. James stopped opening his books. At night, he lay on his rope bed, looking at the stars. Then a dangerous thought came into his mind. Maybe this is all I am. Maybe I was never meant for more. That thought was scarier than failure, because failure can change. But when you accept limits, you stop trying. Then, the storm came. Dark clouds filled the sky. The wind grew stronger. Rain poured heavily. Thunder shook the ground. The village doors were shut tight. James and his family blocked their wooden door. And then, he heard something. A voice. A cry for help. James ran to the window. Through heavy rain, he saw a man on a bicycle. The road had turned to mud. The wheels were stuck. The wind kept pushing him back. "I must reach my destination," the man shouted into the storm. James felt fear. The wind was strong. The mud was deep. The storm was dangerous. He could stay inside. Safe. Dry. Like he stayed safe from hard lessons. Like he stayed safe from practice tests. But something inside him whispered, "If you stay inside now, you will always stay inside." Before fear could stop him, he ran out into the storm. Rain hit his face hard. Mud covered his feet. The wind pushed against his chest. He reached the man. "Let me help you." Together they pushed the bicycle. The wheels slipped again. The man almost fell. "Leave it," the man said. "It's too hard." For 1 second, James almost stopped. Just like he almost stopped chasing his dream. Lightning flashed across the sky. In that bright second, he saw himself. A boy who failed. A boy who wanted to quit. "No!" James shouted. He pushed harder, step by step, slowly, painfully. Another push, another step, another breath. Finally, they reached the main road. The ground was firm. The bicycle stood steady. The man looked at James and smiled. "You almost stayed inside, didn't you?" "Storms don't block your path," he said softly. "They test if you really want to move forward." Then he rode away, into the rain. That night, James couldn't sleep. He lit his oil lamp, opened his notebook, and wrote one question. Why did I fail? The answers hurt. I avoided difficult chapters. I was scared of low scores. I studied only when I felt good. I lost courage in the final paper. The exam didn't defeat him. Fear did. Comfort did. Avoiding struggle did. 1 year later, another letter came. His hands trembled again. He opened it slowly. His eyes moved across the page. Qualified. No shouting, no jumping, just a deep breath. He did not pass because he was lucky. He passed because he did not run from the storm. Remember this: the loser is actually that winner who just tried one more time. And sometimes, trying one more time changes everything.